Takes on Takes NBA edition, the Juice Bar.
Yeah.
Tatum wanted to be traded. He went on Jeff Teague's podcast, Club 520, and talked about Gordon Hayward coming to the Celtics right when he got drafted, and he kind of hollered at his agent like, yo, I want to play now. Get me out of here. Agent had to calm him down. By the way, salute to Jeff Teague. He gets guys to relax like I've never seen. They go in the Club 520 studio, and they almost forget that mics are around. It's great. I think that's what makes his podcast great. That's what makes a great host and a guy to run a show. So salute to Jeff Teague. I have a story for you. Would you indulge me in a story? Can I go ahead? Shout out my guy, Derrick Williams. I'll be quick. My guy, Derrick Williams, number 2 pick in the draft, went to Arizona. He went 2 after Kyrie Irving. He went to the Timberwolves, drafted him, and he played like a stretch 4 type of role, but Kevin Love was already there. And Kevin Love was the focal point. And Kevin Love was getting all the touches. And Kevin Love was doing – remember when Kevin Love was doing like 30 and 20s all the time in Minnesota? This is bigger Kevin Love.
Yeah. PNW.
Yes. He didn't really have a role. It was like he couldn't figure out how he fit in with Kevin Love being on the floor, right? He ends up getting traded, and it just shows you how much the situation matters. And I think Tatum was kind of giving you a peek into his mind, like, this situation's not going to work. I want to get out of here. It ended up working out, but the NBA is so much about how you fit into a bigger piece. And it worked out for Jayson Tatum, but he was a little worried.
Yeah, I mean, this is interesting because obviously I remember as a Laker fan that, not to shout out LeVar Ball here, but he cost Tatum being a Laker. And I did hear a little bit of that pod. He seemed like he wasn't quite sure he was going to go to Boston, I guess, and then all of a sudden going to Boston. But, yeah, I mean, it's interesting because it's in the NFL, it's a not-for-long league. In the NBA, it's a developmental league. So, I don't know. Tatum was a guy with pretty polished at Duke. So, yeah, interesting that he had that. He's an interesting guy that maybe has a little more chutzpah than you would think. You know what that means?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know where you get chutzpah from this because he essentially picked up the phone. The dude told him to relax, and he relaxed.
I mean, like, he wanted to be traded because he wanted to play immediately.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He didn't want to get staffed and stuff.
Sure, for sure. And, I mean, you got to play in both leagues, NFL, NBA. You can be polished, but to shine, you got to be able to play.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting thing.
Gordon Hayward.
He was in an awesome situation from draft day, good organization that believed in him, went and got him a lot of help with Jalen and additional pieces. So he's been in a good spot. He's lucky that he stayed and wanted to stay, and it ended up working out for him.
I'm excited for this next one.
Michael Jordan, take number 2. Game-worn jersey, $4 million, $4.7 million jersey. I got a little crossed up.
Yeah.
Was sold. That was game-worn by Michael Jordan. Anything out there in the memorabilia world that you would pay $4 million for if you had the means?
I mean, 2 thoughts. In present, the way these Ohtani playoff balls are going, give me an Ohtani one so I can just flip it on the market for an ROI. For a sentimental piece, man, Vince Carter dunking over the 7-foot-plus man at the Olympics, the jumping over his head.
You'd buy that jersey? That jersey? For
some reason, that just is such an iconic play. It has international, I guess, wealth, international value. Yeah. And maybe it's because we're fresh off of him getting his jersey retired. To me, I feel like that's just one of those jerseys that, I don't know. It's like you'd be paying homage to it if it was bought and hung up, and it would create a memory. You look at that jersey, you get a memory. Could be the cancer in me.
I always wonder how people get their hands on this stuff. So did Mike finish the game, take the jersey off, throw it to laundry, and then someone gets it out of laundry and takes it? Or I've always like Messi, game-worn cleats. They have like 5 pairs. It's like, where are they getting this stuff? I'm always fascinated by that, and I would love to talk to like a memorabilia expert on that because to me,
yeah.
Who has this jersey? Who's getting paid $4.7 million for it?
So, is there a jersey for you?
No, I'm not. Look, that is for people that kind of fawn over celebrity and history in that sense, where I really don't care that much. I'm never asking someone for their autograph. I don't. That doesn't really get me going.
Like you're not wearing another man's jersey kind of guy, or
no,
not wearing another guy's jersey younger than you.
I'd wear another
two kind of
guy's jersey to support, but like, I don't understand. Like a pair of shoes.
Well, if you had $100 million, would you drop 4.7 on?
Now, this is also the thing. It could just come down to like there is some guy out there that would pay 4.7. So if I could get my hands on it as an investment type of thing, but I'm never going to be the end guy that buys it and like puts it in their house. And it's like, look, this is Michael Jordan's game worn jersey. That doesn't really do it for me. The memorabilia game is odd. Like baseball cards, I don't get. I really don't understand why is this card. Outside of it being rare, or there's only a couple made, but it's like it's still a card of Luka like laying the ball up.
So you're not.
I'm not a big memorabilia.
Not a Charizard guy.
I'm not a Charizard guy. Not a Magic the Gathering guy. You know.
It's fair. I like it. I'm not really that way either.
You know what I'm saying? So, take number 3. Pistons in New York City take on the Nets.
I actually saw this.
You were on the subway?
No. I saw the Pistons tweet it. I was proud of my tweet. Talea always wants me shouting out New York. I go, look at Cade Cunningham's face. That's the we got a transfer face. Gets out of the 6. He's like, I'm like, oh man, that's a guy that's
they were on the subway.
Transfer. That's just all time though. You see the lady? I don't know who she was sitting next to, but just Pistons backed in on a Marathon Sunday.
Have you ever tried to get around on Marathon Sunday? It is impossible.
Yeah, I live on Park, so
stuff blocked off. You can't go this way, can't go that way. You could look up videos of people trying to cross the marathon route to get to like their house. It's pretty funny. So, yeah, that's cool that they were down to do it and get over there, and they probably had no choice.
Well, one thing I was thinking about it with the marathon is that they have the whole organization has to have like a travel coordinator. Like, do they not know that?
Did they not know that? Yeah, that's true.
And it seemed, was this staged? Was it not staged? You know,
definitely not staged. No Pistons were happy about that.
Well, seemed kind of cool.
It's cool. Yeah. Should more teams do it?
Maybe. It's the easiest way to get around.
Took me a year to be comfortable on the subway as a Southern California person. You as Chicago, a little more comfortable.
They don't have to.
If I'm in the NBA, I'm not taking the subway voluntarily.
You think Duran needs security? Him getting on the subway?
It's more the height thing.
And that's uncomfortable.
There's 6'10" men in a subway.
And also the Pistons won the game against the Nets. So maybe that's a little bit of good luck that they have to.
It'd be awesome for it to be like a thing that anytime you came to New York, you took the subway to the game, had your kicks and stuff. It would never happen, but that would be sweet.
Yeah.
Get off at Atlantic.
Do boys take the Amtrak to like when they play Philly? I think the Knicks take the train when they go to Philly, right? Or no?
We said the subway.
No. I know. I'm just saying any public transport. I'm just curious. Do they ever take trains? I think they do, right?
They have like an emptied out custom.
Oh yeah, it's probably
train car
completely blocked off.
Yeah.
I almost said something crazy. All right, let's go. Let's go to the next topic. Take number 4. Anthony Davis. I'm going to let you take this. Anthony Davis. Which Lakers team is it? LeBron went crazy the other night against John Morant in Memphis. They ended up losing. But talk to me about your Lakers and your J.J. Redick-led team.
Yeah.
Who had a little meltdown the other night on the mic.
Home team, road team. They're Jekyll and Hyde right now. I think this is a good early test, though, for the boys. Couple of guys missing in that Grizzlies game. Don't want to build that up too much. Couple men down. I know Redick was tested at the podium, which we're going to talk out a little more later on the show. This, to me, though, I think quote-wise is kind of big from your leader because AD would be one thing if he kind of came out the gate under Redick a little soft. He's coming out offensively ridiculous.
Yeah,
in those wins, he's been imposing his will, and to me, he's the anchor of the team on so many levels, both sides of the court. It is interesting, though, when he says one game where this team is showcased as one of the best in the league, then we're this team who I don't even know who we are. Sounds like me on a mood swing Monday. But, I mean, in all seriousness, I think this is a team in a spread, three-point led NBA that's not going to outshoot you. They got to do what they did night 1, 72 points in the paint, impose their will. And so when he sits here and says this, to me, it's ridiculous, but it's the little things. It's the effort. It's the getting back in transition. It's banging the glass if you're not named Anthony Davis. you're not talented enough as a Lakers top to bottom roster to miss out on doing these little things. I hope that's what he's speaking to.
I think that's exactly what he's speaking to. And also another team, new culture, new coach, new X's and O's. You got to get that stuff sorted. And then you have guys like Dalton Connect getting tons of minutes. Those are young players, rookies that's just made the team. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with Los Angeles, and it's almost eerily similar to like the Cowboys in the NFL, where you clearly didn't have enough last year. You get a new coach, you don't really add anything to the roster, and you get Dalton Connect, and then that's supposed to take you over the top?
You lump in Lakers and Cowboys fans that got that age-old saying, splash in the Yankees while we're at it.
Yeah,
One of those guys.
Yankees fans or Cowboys fans had a rough week, and they showed like a picture of the Yankees. Yeah, it's
great.
Pretty good. But
that's really my just take, though. I mean, what do you see in the wins and the losses watching Laker night in, night out ball? Do you think it's just effort? Do you think too it's the continuity? Because it's not turnover, but it's coach turnover.
Continuity, of course, is a key, but just the one thing is they haven't had enough shooting.
Yeah.
Go watch the Oklahoma City Thunder. Every single player on the floor can shoot, and then they have 3 other guys sitting down next to Mark Dagnall that can shoot it too. Wiggins, Wallace, Isaiah Joe, SGA, Chet, Caruso. All these guys shoot, bro.
Even Lou Dort.
Yeah, Lou Dort shoots now.
I know, it's ridiculous.
So if you look at their roster, they legitimately have guys they can go up and down that shoot the pill. For the Lakers, Anthony Davis doesn't shoot it anymore, really. They're trying to get him to shoot more threes. LeBron has really come a long way in his three-point jumper.
Very much so.
He hit 6 the other night. So that's coming along, but like D'Lo's inconsistent, Reeves is inconsistent, and then Dalton Connect's a rookie. Like outside of like you need firepower. Like that's why we were down, or I was down on Miami. No firepower. Bam's not a guy that's going to get you 25 a night. He'll get you 16, 17. Jimmy's getting older, and we don't know how many games he's going to play in a season. Tyler Hero is actually a real bucket getter, but outside of that, like Jaquez Jr., young second-year guy, Jovic, he's not a bucket like that. They don't have enough offensive firepower. Scary Terry is not efficient from 3 like that. So you just need guys that can shoot it. That's their big issue. A lot of effort. Effort looks a lot better when you're knocking down 3 balls, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a key. And to go back to Oklahoma City, they're all shooters and they're all young. They all get out, run the floor, play D switch, crash the boards. They are unbelievable.
Takes on takes.